farmer, after a long, tiring day, was about to go home when he felt someone in his storeroom, like as if someone was knocking. Ignoring it at first, he then decided to look for the invader. What he witnessed was quite horrifying. A peculiar creature with a short height was sneaking through the wooden planks, although the man couldn't see its face clearly. Its large eyes shining in the dark were enough to send shivers.
You ain't going there and look and see what it was.
Surely not human eyes. Besides that,
you can be somebody living in your walls.
Head, depicting it as a creature from another world. Its sneaking behavior spread fear in the man.
Man, you don't want to make it see what's living in your damn walls, man.
It must have been hard for him to sleep peacefully that night. Somehow.
What the hell you mean going to sleep?
Flying humanoid.
Crazy as hell.
I think we've been so indecent in this world that Jesus himself is coming down to school us. Isn't that what it looks like according to this video? A California man who had a home near the airport recorded this video. Out of his home's window, he noticed a strange human-like
might be one of them people on one of them,
like
them little jetpacks and shit. What is y'all talking about? It's so grainy you can't see nothing. That's what I think. It's somebody on a jetpack.
Many people claim they had seen such a sight before, and some mention that since their kids were afraid of going out after spotting a flying humanoid, some people argued it could be a flying object like a drone. Well guys, we all know that airport areas are strictly a no-go place for drones, or things like it, so it couldn't have been that at least. And what it truly was is still a mystery, as it has always been to people living in that area. Gloomy eyes. All credit goes to this bus driver who didn't freak out even after spotting this thing appearing from the dark. Going back to his home after a tiresome day, a bus driver thought he was traveling all alone, but this was exactly when things took a scary turn. He felt something really strange, just as if someone else was also present with him. To investigate, he looked behind and was shocked to his core.
Did you stop and see what there was?
The back seat was looking at him with
you just ran out the bus.
Around its glowing eyes. The tiny pale passenger suddenly came out and almost stared into his soul.
Look like a little monkey or something, man. That's what it looked like.
He stopped the bus and jumped out to seek help. But
I don't think there's no damn human.
The tiny cryptid
this like a fucking monkey or some shit.
The inspection started. The shadow.
But it's inside now. Chuck it on the window out. There.
Yeah.
Top window.
Yeah.
This scary video was filmed a few weeks back when a man in Florida went out one night to investigate some strange noises coming from an abandoned house in his neighborhood. He noticed something weird in one of the windows. A shadowy figure emerged out of nowhere, and before he could record it further, it suddenly vanished. Strangely, it appeared again, but this time from another window. Weirdly enough,
somebody just playing tricks on your head. You watching my house? I'm gonna do this, man. Why you watching my house for?
Looks even more
scary. Why you watching other people's house like that for?
Darker and bigger than it was before. It vanished and then never came back.
Bottom window. What the hell is going on?
Although he couldn't see clearly who it was, the guy claimed that it might be the ghost of the person who used to live in that haunting building. He immediately came back to his home.
Somebody playing tricks, man. Stop watching my damn house, man. Why you recording my damn house for no reason? I'm recording your house? Hell no. Why you recording my damn house?
Again either. Strange. Mysterious eyes.
Seriously.
A man was passing by a car when his eyes locked with the gloomy eyes of a woman sitting in the back seat.
Yeah, somebody sitting in the back seat.
The kind of eyes that no one could forget if they'd ever seen them once. It intrigued him, and he couldn't resist to know more about it, so he opened the door. There was no one in the car, sending his fear level skyrocketing.
Man, you open somebody door.
Like she was never there in the first place. And wait for the most head-scratching part, you guys. The woman reappeared as the car started moving. Now, if I was there, I would have freaked out. But hats off to the man's calmness. He then fled the scene and ran toward a crowded place nearby. Surely this man had one rough day, thinking that the night could be better, and it only got worse for him. Hairy beast. A man on an excavator was working in the woods when he felt someone watching him from a distance. However, at first, he looked around, but couldn't find anyone. But when he was reversing his excavator, he noticed a giant black-covered creature standing far away from him, behind the bushes, observing this man. His instant reaction was,
I see something. I don't know what the fuck it is, though, but you can't see what it is.
But when he came back with his fellows, they couldn't find anything, although everything was recorded on the camera that was fitted around the place. It's hard to tell whether it was an actual Bigfoot or some otherworldly
machine or something. I don't know what that is.
It could have been a bear.
It could have been a big head, though.
Bears don't usually hide like that. So what could it be, guys? Tell us your thoughts in the comments. Chasing Freak. A man was driving to his home, passing through the countryside, when all of a sudden he saw a weird creature whose face was not clear, apparently looking like a man. But what kind of man? That's the million-dollar question. Its eyes were glowing in the pitch dark, and these were the only things one could notice. Some more cars passed this weird creature, but it didn't run towards them. Instead, it specifically ran for this car, made a growling noise, and more.
What the fuck that is? Somebody dressed up, I think. I think it had to be.
And further accelerated it. He remained
Why he just run off
out of the
at their car? Nobody else's.
I don't think he slept very well that night. No one could have slept after that incident.
That's what I
the next day, the man reported the incident to the cops, and they later found out that it was a drunk man who had been teasing people that night. However, they did charge him and made sure that he would not repeat the same mistake. Climbing Creep. These trees in the middle of the jungle were thrown away as if they were mere leaves. Although it was caught on camera, no one was visible at the location to whom we can blame. Humans certainly can't do it. They don't have that kind of power. And neither could we see any excavator there. This mystery became more mind-boggling when the camera zoomed in, and the mysterious black-colored species became visible. It was sitting beside the tree, and it was not some kind of animal. If it were an animal, it would have fled that scene right away when the tree fell. But it didn't run away. This raises so many questions. And an important one is, could it be that creature with such powerful hands could pull off a tree from its strong roots? If this theory's correct, there's a big challenge ahead for the wildlife authorities and researchers too. Lost in woods. Is that a White Walker? Because next on the list is a creepy creature who was hiding behind the tree and looked almost exactly like a White Walker. I wonder how the man recording this video came out of it safely. Just look at the weird body formation. Dusty, skinny, cold, and whatnot. However, after coming out of the woods, he quickly informed the authorities and showed them the video. But they couldn't find any trace of that species. Maybe there's a hidden spot of the jungle where it went for safe passage. Well, no one knows what other mysteries these woods are hiding from us. Wooden creature. A group of campers after dinner were strolling into the woods when they came across this peculiar creature lying lifeless on a tree. It was nowhere close to any known animal, as no one had seen such a species before. It looked like a wooden creature with an unusual face and twisted fingers supported by small hands.
Yeah, ran across a dead person.
One of them took a wooden stick to check it out by moving it slightly. They failed to recognize this creature. However, they called the wildlife department, who then came and took it with them. The final report on that species is yet to come. And don't stress out, folks. We will get back to you very soon with more information about it.
I don't know what the fuck that is. Somebody burnt something up. It was gelatinized or something.
White Freak. A man was driving home, passing through an empty road, when he noticed this white-dressed person in the distance. It had long hair, no shoes, was completely dressed in white, and was walking on the road like it feared no one. It seemed like a human. But I don't think we're brave enough to be in such an uninhabited place late at night.
You in the car, you gonna let that man run you off?
Someone, or was in control of something.
Yeah, you do ride around that junk, man.
It immediately ran toward it.
Oh, they hit him. I got me a couple of points, you know what I'm saying? I'm just hit him.
Didn't wait for the scary creature to come near the car.
I'm my business. My your ass in the street for.
It is a humble piece of advice for you guys as well. Never stop a car at such places.
So I say, boop, he been gone.
Mysterious crawler. After watching this, I'll never ever travel on such roads again in my life. Just check this out, guys. A man stopped a car midway on this empty road, and the reason was this creepy creature who had no dress on its body and was sitting in the middle of the road. The man did press the horn, but it didn't affect the crawler. Instead, it started crawling backwards and had the intention to approach the man sitting in the car. However, the man sensed its plan and put his car in reverse, driving slowly. That creepy crawler stood up and started running backward. Or it might have had its front pose. Who knows? It started running backward, approached the bushes, and instantly vanished into them. The man drove off home and never encountered this creature again.
Crazy ass person or drunk person or something again.
Walking legs. That's terrifying, guys. Imagine you're walking down the street, and all of a sudden, someone like this emerges.
There's some robotic shit, man. You can tell how it's walking.
Head or body. All it had were legs.
There's some kind of like robotic shit.
They did, captured these odd walking legs.
You can
become
tell.
A mystery ever since. Video surfaced online, but no one can still identify those weird limbs. Even authorities were unable to debunk the theory.
Don't stop playing. Y'all know there's like some robotic shit. You can look at it, man.
So, could this be some kind of otherworldly being trying to invade our towns? Or someone pulling a fake stunt to gain fame? The Nun? Imagine if the Nun character really existed. Where would you run to hide? Well, you probably have no place to hide because they know everything, just like in the movies. And here is another nun encounter. A man was driving on an empty road that often passes near the countryside. Suddenly, his car came across this figure that apparently looked like a nun. A lady in a white, long cloth. Just when he tried to avoid this life form, it instantly jumped and almost hit the car. This supposed nun creature was enough to cause damage. The man's calmness helped him and gave him time to think. He swiftly crossed this mysterious being, fled the scene, and reached home safely.
Stop, man.
Spying stranger. A man, while filming the video of his home, got the biggest shock of his life when he turned the camera upwards. A strange creature covered in white was looking at him from the roof. I still wonder why he didn't scream. It must be due to fear.
This is ugly motherfucker.
However, this spooky being didn't stay there for long and quickly disappeared. The guy managed to capture it on camera and shared a video online to get some clues about it. People started calling it an alien, while a few said it could be someone secretly spying on that guy. Because if it was an alien, why did it run away? Really an alien, or just a hoax? What do you think, folks? Stranded zombie. Everything about this video is mysterious. You may be astounded by this creature's behavior, which resembled more like an alien or zombie than a normal creature. Well, I'm scratching my head over this strange place too, guys. Where on earth?
Okay, how would you know how alien act anyway? We ain't never seen that, so how you gonna say how alien gonna act?
To find someone who could give assurance that it was not
like somebody trying to do some damn yoga or something.
For a moment, though after a futile search, it must be God's lonely man at that moment. Well, guys, when we did a little research about this place, we came to know that it was leaked footage from NASA. Sounds crazy, right? Well, listen more. It was straight from the moon. And that was not an alien walking on it. NASA's robot collecting samples from the moon. And yeah, you could be on the moon too someday. Only if you start studying with dedication. The chicken dance. I never knew aliens could dance until I watched this video. A mysterious creature with a strange body formation and short height like a dwarf was caught on a home CCTV camera in La Junta. It certainly had a weird head. There was something attached to it.
It gotta be Halloween or some shit, y'all. Stop playing.
And the thing popped up from nowhere and was found dancing while passing the garage. People called the police to seek help. But this creature has baffled even their heads as well. And they're determined that they will protect the
There's somebody in a Halloween costume.
Check more cameras in the surroundings to find its whereabouts. However, after a thorough investigation, the cops concluded that it was not an alien or any other creature from a different planet, but a young kid who was wearing a hat and a slim hoodie that made him look like an eerie creature through the security camera. So folks, no need to panic. Just relax and enjoy your day. It's time for today's open discussion. You know what's scarier than jungles? Abandoned places. They hold mysteries and are home to creatures that you would never want to encounter in your lifetime. Even though people often avoid such locations, this man sought adventure in his life and decided to trek to an abandoned place far from the city. It was just a one-room house with no lock. As he entered, what he saw could compel him never to embark on such adventurous trips again. A crawling creature, lying upside down and moving slowly, was enough for the man to hold his breath. He immediately shut the door and ran away.
You went in there, why you didn't stay in there?
Too. But I also never would have gone there.
That's what I'm saying. You went in there.
With undoubtedly malicious intentions will haunt this man for some time.